Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. If you have no idea who I am a first generation low income undergraduate at Stanford University, and I made this channel to help other first generation low income students get better access to higher education through my college related videos. So most students have just finished applying to their colleges. College application season is over now, and now students need to wait for their results. So one of the things that you should be doing in this time is researching the colleges that you apply to if you have not already. Make sure to check out my other How to Research Colleges YouTube video if you want some guidelines on how to research these colleges to see which college might be best fit for you. In addition to that, you should also start learning how college works, because I know a lot of first generation students have a lot of difficulty understanding what college is, how it works, how it's different from high school. And so that's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to talk about the quarter system and only the quarter system, and next week I will be talking about the semester system and how both of these systems are different from one another. I know that in my time in high school after applying to colleges, I didn't really know what a quarter system was and I didn't know what that implied. So I wanted to break it down and explain it in this video. The main difference between the quarter system and the semester system is that they both divide the school year differently. So the quarter system, as you can imagine, divides the school year in 4 different parts. There's fall, winter, spring, and summer. Most students take summer off, which might be similar to the semester system where they only divide the year into 2 parts or 3 parts if you count the summer. There's the first semester, the second semester, and then your summer break. In both systems, taking classes during the summer is completely optional, but for now we're just going to be focusing on the quarter system and how that works. So as I said, the quarter system is divided into 4 parts. 3 of those parts is when students most likely take their courses, which means that there are 12 quarters worth of courses in a 4-year undergraduate career, as opposed to only 8 semesters in a 4-year period for an undergraduate career at a semester system school. Having more quarters means you can also take more classes. So if you're walking into college having no idea what you want to declare or what you want to study, you have 6 quarters in order to figure that out, because you have the first 2 years of your undergraduate career before you have to declare a major. And this is for most universities that operate both on the quarter and the semester system. For both types of systems, you usually have to declare by the end of your sophomore year, and for the quarter system you have 6 quarters to explore and try out different courses and different fields, as opposed to a semester system you only have 4 semesters to do that. Having more quarters also means that you have more time to fulfill your major requirements or the requirements you need to graduate. This might also imply that quarter system schools may have more requirements just because you have more time to fulfill those requirements, as opposed to semester system might have less requirements because you have less time. Now, one of the main differences between the quarter system and the semester system is how long these quarters versus semesters are. So quarters are usually 10-week periods, which means that you take a course for 10 weeks and then it's over, and then you have to take the next set of courses. And for semester systems, I believe it's usually 16 weeks that you take the course, and depending on what type of learner you are, quarter system, that implies that it is a much more fast-paced and a lot of it may not be in depth. And if it is in depth, that means that a lot of the information is squished into 10-week periods so that you don't have a lot of time to go into the information. But it completely depends on what type of courses you're taking, because a lot of these courses are designed for 10-week periods, and if you're going to a school like Stanford that does work on the quarter system, a lot of the professors are very professional about the way that they organize their courses so that it fits within the 10-week period, and it's possible to do well in the class within that 10-week period, even with a lot of information. So having a faster paced quarter system might benefit you if you think you're going to be taking a lot harder classes and classes that you might not be enjoying, which I'm not sure why you would do that, but some students do want to pursue certain careers that require them to take very difficult classes. And the good thing about the course system is that it goes by so fast that you don't even notice it, and you get it over with a lot more quickly. For example, I took chemistry in my first year of college and I hated it. I wanted the course to be over, and it was over after about 2 months or so, and then I didn't have to revisit chemistry again. And I feel like that would be so torturous if I took chemistry in a semester system school and I had to take 16 weeks of the chemistry material as opposed to only 10 weeks. But this can also be a con because some of my favorite classes, I never want them to end. I wish they were longer, I wish they were more in depth, but unfortunately the fast pace also applies to some of your favorite classes that might get over with too soon, too quickly, and you might not thoroughly enjoy that class as much as if you were in a semester system. Another con of the quarter system is that you have less time to master the material, less time to study, and your exams are most likely going to be in close proximity to each other, especially if you're taking multiple classes. You might also have less time for assignments because everything is so fast-paced. They might assign it on Wednesday and they expect you to have it by Friday. So sometimes it's difficult, it's quick, and you just have to quickly adapt to it, especially if you've been attending a high school that has solely functioned on the semester system. But I wouldn't completely eliminate a college that you might possibly attend simply because it's at a quarter system. It's really not that bad. I thought I was gonna do horribly at it, but now I prefer the quarter system because I came from a low-income school and a lot of the academic portion I was not prepared for, all of the academic rigor, and the fast-paced curriculum was just not something that my high school specifically was really good at shaping its students for, which is the case for a lot of low-income students in low-income high schools. However, this past quarter I did get straight A's for the very first time in my undergraduate career, and I was able to handle it. I was able to really get on my schedule and be able to be on my assignments, study for my exams, submit all of my papers, and it is completely possible. It is not as difficult depending on what classes you take again, and it might be more difficult in semester systems because it's such a long period of time. Another key difference between the quarter and the semester system is that the quarter system year starts a lot later than the semester system. If I remember correctly, a lot of my friends in the semester system began to attend college in August, and I did not enter my first year of college until September, but they also ended sometime in May and I had to end sometime in June. So school year is shifted 1 month of a difference between both types of system, which may or may not be something that you are interested in or something that affects your decision on whether or not you want to attend a quarter system or a semester system. Because the quarter system ends a little bit later than the semester system, a lot of summer internships, if that's something that you're looking for, might overlap with the end of your quarter system. If you're not looking into internships but instead you're looking into jobs, the same might apply. Students who attend semester systems might get out of their school early, which means that they might apply to these jobs earlier and means that they might get these jobs earlier than you might because you are busy attending school and you don't want to apply until you're finished. But then again, that is completely up to you. Everyone's situation is completely different, but sometimes the time frames of the school year might matter a lot. To me, I enjoy starting in September because that means that my summer is a lot longer, and I always ended my school year in June anyways in high school, so it didn't feel like that much of a difference. Another con of the quarter system, because it is such a short period of time, is that you might not be able to create the same relationships with your professors as if you were in a semester system. Because when you're in a semester system, you have a lot more time with them. You spend a lot more time in their classroom, in their lectures, in their office hours, so you have more time to be able to form that connection with them. As opposed to a quarter system, you might have to be on every single one of their office hours or might have to be very active in the course in order to build that relationship with your professor. Because students are able to take so many more classes, professors also have many more classes and many more students than they normally would in a semester system. So basically the quarter system is faster, it's shorter, and you have more quarters than you do semesters to explore, expand your learning, and have more courses to make sure that your learning is in depth as well. The cons is that sometimes the quarter system is too quick for your favorite classes, you don't want them to end, or they're too quick to build relationships with your professors. And the quarter system might give you less time to study or have less time between your exams or assignments. Like I said before, I don't think that basing whether or not you attend a school solely on the fact that it is a quarter system versus a semester system, I don't think that's a good reason. I think you should do more in-depth research on which schools fit best for you, but I just wanted to make an informative video on the difference between the quarter system and the semester system and some of the cons and some of the pros of the quarter system specifically. If you want to see some pros and cons of the semester system, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will be releasing that video next week, and I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know down in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at firstgenfirst or on Twitter firstgenfirst1, or send us an email at info@firstgenfirst.org. Thank you. Bye. Is that the quarter system is that the 4-year undergraduate career